know, when the pandemic hit in March of 2020, I was spending a lot of time with a friend of mine who was a musician, and I noticed that their shows started to be canceled. It was like dominoes falling. All of a sudden the first one went, and then the next, and the next, and the next. And I thought to myself, this is terrible. Like, they take that money and they reinvest that money into their craft. And here's all of these musicians who are going to be without work. And so I wanted to do something special to help the musicians. So I started with this idea of how can I pivot Piqua Arts Council's Rock Piqua concert series and turn that into some way to raise funds for musicians. It took us a little longer than we thought it was going to take, but here we are with 6 great concerts to share with you. We only could do that with the support of foundations that help fund these. So we really want to take a second to thank the Niels and Ruth Lundgaard Foundation, the Piqua Community Foundation, and the Ohio Arts Council. All of the money raised through these concert videos is going to go directly back into the pocket of the musicians. When the pandemic hit, the arts were the second most impacted segment of the economy. Restaurants and retail took a huge hit, but when the pandemic started, unemployment in the arts reached nearly 50%. Now, as every other industry is picking back up, we see job postings everywhere for everything across the board, even restaurant and retail. The arts are still hovering around 25% in unemployment. I can't tell you how big of an impact that is to this region, but I can tell you that the arts contribute over $213 million in economic development to the Dayton region alone. Nationally, the arts are the second biggest contributor to the economy. But here we are at 25% unemployment. And that doesn't count where we're at with theaters and all of the other art forms that are still being impacted. Right now, 30% occupancy is the rate at which a concert venue or a theater can be. And there's no way that they can make money doing that. So here we are doing our small part to make sure we're helping. What happens if because of this pandemic, the next Taylor Swift, Brooks and Dunn, Garth Brooks, has to go get a different job doing something else, and then they aren't able to come back? And we lose out on a once-in-a-generation talent like Stevie Nicks. I, for one, don't want to be part of that problem. I want to be part of the solution that makes sure that doesn't happen. When I was planning this series, I thought to myself, where can we do this? Where can we film these concerts? And the only place that came to mind was the Brightside Music and Event Venue. A few years ago, I came here for the first time and fell in love with the place. Ham and Carly Dixon restored this building, and they used an artist's eye as they created all the elements of this space. So you're gonna get that gritty, wonderful vibe that you would want from a rock concert in this space that you wouldn't get anywhere else in Dayton or Miami County. I didn't want these videos to be like basement concerts or anything like that that a musician had been putting out. I wanted these to be the highest quality. And knowing that, I knew I had to work with the best people to make them happen. So we reached out to Chris and Monica at Monica Sound to get our lights and audio production. We worked with Cookie Subtle to re-engineer the audio for the videos, and we reached out to Indigo Life Media to make sure we had the highest video quality as well. Amber Lamardo from Lamardo Studio also provided these great photos of the event so that both the bands and Piqua Arts Council had something to use in our marketing materials. As we were planning this project, we had every slot filled, and one of those slots that I really needed to fill was somebody that covered some classics. So I reached out to the Fries Band, because when you're thinking about classics and you're thinking about things like the Beach Boys and the Beatles and all of those bands in that era, they've got these incredible harmonies. The complexity of their music, the layers of vocals, really takes everything to another level. And nobody in the region has it quite as well done as the Fries Band. They're just on point with their vocals, And I wanted that to happen as part of our series. So I called up Gary Knight and I said, Gary, I want you guys to be part of this. And they jumped at the opportunity to help all of the other musicians as well. So tonight, you get to hear the Fries Band.
Slow things down here with the little Beatles.
Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 1, 2.
You know, if you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. This time, told you once before goodbye, but I came back again. I love you so, I'm the one that wants you. Yes, I'm the one that wants you. You could find better things to do than to break my heart again. This time, I will try to show that I'm not trying to pretend. I thought that you would realize that if I ran away from you, you'd want me to. But I got a big surprise. You could find better things to do than to break my heart again. This time, I will try to show that I'm not trying to pretend. I wanna go, but I hate to leave you. You know I hate to leave you. You. If you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. Beatles. Go from the Beatles to the Eagles here. Slow things down. Feature Mr. Matt Fries on lead vocal.
It's in G.
Gotta go.
Just
Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. Oh, you're a hard one, and I know that you got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you can hurt you somehow. Don't you draw the queen of diamonds, boy. She'll beat you if she's able. You know the queen of hearts is always your best bet. Well, it seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones that you can't get. Desperado, oh, you ain't getting no younger. Your pain and your hunger, they're driving you home. Oh, and freedom, oh, freedom, listen, people talking. Your prison is a walking through this world all day long. Oh yeah! Don't you hate getting caught in a winter time? Sky won't snow and the sun won't It's hard to tell the nighttime or the day. You're losing all your highs and lows. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Away. Desperado. Is there gonna be anyone there? Is there gonna be anyone there? Come down from your fences and open the gate. You may be waiting, there's a river above you. You better let somebody love you. Let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it's too late.
Mr. Matt Fry is on lead vocal. Do another Eagles tune here. Originally done by Steve Young. Ready?
Ready? Now. 3, 4.
There are stars in the southern sky. Southward as you go. There is moonlight and moss in the trees. Down the 7 bridges road. Now I love you like a baby, like some lonesome child, and I have loved you in a deep way, and I have loved you wide. Sometimes there's a part of me that's to turn from here and go, running like a giant from these rolling stones. Come on, boys, down the 7 bridges road. There are stars in the southern sky, and if ever you decide you should go, there is a taste of time, sweet honey, down the 7 bridges road.
Nice beat. Nice.
Do a little Beach Boys here since we're Harmony Boys.
feel the sting I've been given, never really unrelenting. Heartbreak ceiling, always feeling, never caring, persevering. Sail on, sail on, sailor. Sing it again, boys. Sail on, sail on, sailor. I sailed the seaways, the wind-swept seaways, past shipwrecked daughters, through wicked waters, uninspired, drenched and tired. Wail on, sailor. Always needing, never pleading, never feeling all my feelings. Never thunder, must I blunder? There's no wonder, all I'm under. Stop the lying and the dying and the sighing and the dying. Sail on, sailor. Sail on, sailor. Sail on, sailor. Sail on, sailor.
Time to add some trombone up here. Mr. Gary Fry's on trombone, the king of
Real
fries.
musician.
Finally.
Do it, Petey.
Oh, wanna discuss it. Think it's time for a change. You may get disgusted and start thinking I'm straight. That case I'm going to grab, get some heavy rest. Never have to worry about what is worst, what is best. Hey! Oh, domino, Romeo, Romeo, there you go. I said, oh, domino, Romeo, Romeo, there you go. I said, oh, domino. I said, oh, domino. Hear the bell. There's no need for argument. There's no argument at all. And if you never hear from him, that just means he didn't call. And vice versa, it depends on wherever you're at. Alright. And if you never hear from me, it just means I would rather die. Hit it. Oh, domino, Romeo, Romeo, there you go. I said, whoa, domino, Romeo, Romeo, there you go. I said, whoa, domino. I said, oh, domino. Dig it. Everybody, don't wanna discuss it. Think it's time for a change. You may get disgusted and start thinking I'm strange. That case sound going to ground. Get some heavy rain. Never have to worry about what is worst, what is best. Hit it! Oh, domino. Romeo, Romeo, there you go. I said, oh, domino. Romeo, Romeo, there you go. I said, oh, domino. I said, oh, domino. Hey, Mr. DJ man, I just want to hear some rhythm and blues, alright, on the radio, on the radio. Oh, alright, oh, alright, oh, alright, oh, alright. Hear the band. One more time. Kinger. Nice. Beautiful.
Okay, here's a real a cappella tune here for you. We're going to do a little Neil Young, then we're going to do some Crosby, Stills, and Nash. No Young in that second one, right?
You ready?
Well, I dreamed I saw the knights in armor come and saying something about a queen. There were peasants singing and drummers drumming, and the archers split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was floating on the breeze. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. I was lying in a burned out basement with a full moon in my eyes. I was hoping for a replacement when the sun burst through the skies. There was a band playing in my head, and I felt like getting high, 'cause I was thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was a lie. Well, I dreamed I saw the silver spaceships flying in the yellow haze of the sun. There were children crying and colors flying all around the chosen one. All in a dream, all in a dream, the loading had begun. I was flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home in the sun. Yes, I was flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home in the sun. Thank you. Thank you, all you down here. Thank you so much.
Thanks to Max.
Do a little Turtles here. No. Yeah.
Little Turtles.
Turtles. That's right. Turtles.
Grade 5. Let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You got a thing about you, I just can't live without you. I really want you, Eleanor, near me. Your looks intoxicate me, even though your folks hate me. There's no one like you, Eleanor, really. Here we go!
really think you're groovy. Oh, let's go out to a movie. Oh, what do you say now, Eleanor? Can we?
They'll turn the lights way down low. Maybe we won't watch the show.
I think I love you, Eleanor, love me. Oh, love you, baby.
Eleanor G, I think you're swell, and you really do me well. You're my pride and joy, it's the drum. Eleanor, can I take the time to ask you to speak your mind? Tell me that you love me better. One more time. Eleanor G, I think you're swell. Eleanor G, I think you're swell.
Some turtles. Okay. Go right there to some grassroots.
Two in a row from 1968.
68.
How do we start this out?
You start on the bass.
Our
bass
bass
player
player starts this out.
That's right. Bass solo. He needs to point that out.
Great beat again. Almost.
See if you can catch it. He does it twice in the song.
Wet his whistle. Oops. All right, I'm ready.
The sound of your footsteps telling me that you're near.
Grassroots. Okay, here's a Stephen Stills tune for you. Features Mr. Pete Fries over here on lead vocal.
Okay, ready?
This is a sing-along, so everybody sing along.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We got 80 feet at the water line.
Nicely making away.
In a noisy bar in Dayton, I'm trying to call you. But on a midnight run, I realized why twice you ran away. Well, think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, like your voice is calling. What haven't brought you with me cannot be forgotten. Well, I have been around the world, looking for that woman, girl.
Right there.
Who knows you know, who knows love can endure. And you know it will. And you know it will. When you see the Southern Cross for the first time, will you understand now why we came this way? 'Cause the truth you might be running from is so small, but it's as big as a promise of a coming day. So I'm sailing for tomorrow when dreams are dying, and my love is like an anchor tied with a silver chain. I have my ship and all the flags are flying. She is all that I have left, and music is her name. Well, think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, like the voice is calling. What haven't brought you and me cannot be forgotten. Well, I have been around the world, looking for that woman, girl. Who knows you know, who knows love can endure. And you know it will. And you know it will. So we cheated and we lied and we tested, and we never found a faith. It was the easiest thing to do. You will survive being bested. Somebody kind will come along and make me forget about loving you. At the Southern Cross. Ooh,
I know you've been waiting to hear the drummer sing, so we're going to feature him on our last song here. But it's kind of a medley. It's one of those 27-minute songs. No, it's only 6 minutes. Hopefully we've got time for a 6-minute song here. Starts off with She.
Keep talking.
What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friend. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friend. Yes, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friend. Is away. Does it worry you to be alone? Well, how do I feel at the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love.
Could it be anybody?
I want somebody to love.
Would you believe in a love at first sight?
Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time.
What do you see when you turn out the lights?
I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends.
Do you need anybody?
I need somebody to love.
Could it be anybody?
I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Yes, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes, I get by with a little help from my friends. With a little help from my friends. All right.
We're Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. We hope
We'd like to thank Jordan, and we'd like to thank Monica's Sound. Thank you so much
you,
for
everybody.
having us. You got a thing about you, I just can't live without you. I really want you, Eleanor, near me. Your looks intoxicate me, even though your folks hate me. There's no one like you, Eleanor.